gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Violent crime may be down in Chicago, but statistics do little to offer comfort to those grieving loved ones from weekend violence. Today, teams at Build Chicago and other violence prevention organizations say they may be tired, but they are not deterred after weekend violence.
It kept me up, but it also kept my team up. Our teams were deployed. Many who actually live in the community. Chicago police report over the weekend, 32 people were shot, 4 died.
Damn. So another violent weekend in Chicago. This is something that has become the norm. We're used to talking about this. We understand the dangers of Chicago. We understand how poorly run, how the lack of leadership in Mayor Brandon Johnson has exacerbated the issue coming off of the leadership of Dyking Lori Lightfoot. So, we're seeing these issues metastasize all over Chicago and even throughout the state of Illinois. And I mean, it's pretty scary. It's pretty scary. It's almost impossible to get a hold on. And yeah, man, it's just the community is completely fried at this moment. These super gremlins are on demon time.
Some of the victims were teens. A mass shooting at La Crosse and West End in the Austin neighborhood happened as hundreds, possibly thousands, of young people gathered after posts to social media. 1 woman died, 4 were critically injured, including 2 teens. Mayor Brandon Johnson lives in Austin.
These are my neighbors, right? And too many people have worked hard, like organizations on the West Side, Build, for instance, who are working hard to drive violence down in the city of Chicago, and we have seen great returns of those investments.
Today, Mayor Johnson urged participants to stay away from unauthorized block parties and for organizers to work with the city so gatherings can be safer. Instead, the city's victims assistance teams have been busy trying to help victims and their families.
So you heard what he said about staying away from unorganized block parties. Essentially the same thing that I've been saying, avoid large gatherings in the community. But nobody wants to hear from me. But when this guy says it, oh, well, it's fine because, he's actually in Chicago. You don't know what's going on in Chicago, so you can't speak on Chicago. This is what the Chicago ninjas are saying in my comments. But I'm just giving practical advice. I don't have to be there to know what's going on. I don't want to be there. So, it's just funny that the same things that I'm saying, these community leaders who are actually feet on the ground are saying.
And they're providing support services for victims, but they're also working to make sure that we don't have retaliation, right? Where you have these cycles of violence that permeate throughout our communities, and it really undermines the work that we have put forward.
In the meantime, teams at Build continue to focus on what they can do to offer mental health services, mentoring, and street outreach.
We actually have to double down on what really is working, because we could get bogged down with the feelings of nothing's working, but it is working.
Mayor Johnson urges parents to not allow their teens to attend these unauthorized block parties. Chicago police continue to investigate the weekend shootings. So far, no one is in custody.
And it was a violent night on Chicago's West Side as well. At least 2 people were killed, 11 others injured in 3 separate shootings in Austin as well as Garfield Park. NBC5's JC Navarrete has an update on those investigations.
I decided not to go to church and come and help the community over here.
Neighbors taking matters into their own hands on Sunday, cleaning the mess left behind after a large gathering got out of control and left a 22-year-old woman dead and 5 others shot. The violence erupted along the 100 block of North La Crosse just after 2:45 Sunday morning. NBC5 was there after police broke up the party. dozens of young adults and teens still were on hand.
They really not used to living like this, so I just want to help.
That's cap. How is anybody on the west side of Chicago not used to living like this? And we know what like this means, like a ninja-fied, dirty ass community that, you know, nobody's cleaning up. Obviously they're cleaning up now because the block got shot up. But if this block would not have gotten shot up, nobody would have went out there and cleaned up. Let's be so for real. So she's talking about they ain't used to living like that, but we know they're used to living like gutter trash because that's all that we see on the west side of Chicago.
It's very sad.
A mile away, a second mass shooting reported, this time along the 4500 block of West Wilcox, leaving 4 shot, including 2 teenagers. The youngest, just 15 years old.
Kids who should be getting ready to go back to school, preparing to go back to school, in the hospital.
Pastor Donovan Price sharing his thoughts on the violence, adding more needs to be done, and it starts with accountability from those responsible.
If you know about a large gathering, make sure that...
Yeah, and it has to be from the community. Group accountability, you know, it must be done. Group acknowledgement, group accountability. That's what I always speak about. Because we want to act like, oh, you know, the community is just rainbows and sunshine, and then we're getting results. We're getting the results back, and it's absolutely abysmal. And this is no way to live. This is no way to live. But these people will justifying it, refusing help from federal authorities in the Trump administration, saying we can police our own, we can do it ourselves. No, you can't. This is why you have so many black kids dying every weekend in Chicago, because y'all can't do it. You aren't capable of doing it. Now, if I was up in that mug, I'll clean that thing up. I'll clean that thing up real quick. You know what I mean?
The police are at least aware of the large gatherings.
At 4:37 Sunday morning, a third and final shooting claimed the life of an 18-year-old identified as Kaleb Williams. That shooting only a quarter mile away from the first 2 incidents. Alderman Jason Urban.
And it's crazy because, you know, you have this 18-year-old man named Kaleb Williams, and then you also have the quarterback of the Chicago Bears named Kaleb Williams. Now, I mean, obviously there's no correlation or connection between the two, but I just, besides the city of Chicago, but I just thought it was ironic. And, you know, maybe Kaleb Williams could speak up and have some words about that. Obviously, he's not going to do that, but maybe he could be like, yeah, man, this literally could have been me. This dude has the same exact name as I do, and he was shot and killed due to the gun violence in Chicago.
Telling me safe spaces need to be created to allow young people to have fun in a responsible way.
Again, we have to create an atmosphere whereby young people can be in safe environments and give them constructive things to do so they're not destroying people's property, not tearing up their own neighborhoods.
But the problem is, to these single mother raised super teen gremlins on demon time, it's fun for them to do drive-bys. It's fun for them to do carjackings. It's fun for them to spin on ops. It's fun for them to shoot up a block party. It's fun for them to shoot up the kickback.
And having people come from outside of our community to think that they can just come to the west side of Chicago and act a damn fool.
CPD does not believe that any of the shootings are related, and at this point, police continue to search for the shooters. JC Navarrete, NBC5 News.
South Suburban family is in mourning today after their 18-year-old son is gunned down on the city's west side. The parents of 18-year-old Kaleb Williams say he had plans to enlist in the military after graduating from high school, but that those plans were shattered in a hail of gunfire.
Wow.
This is overwhelming.
Nikita Campbell is heartbroken as she talks about the loss of her oldest of 3 sons.
He was always, protecting, and he was always loving.
What a beautiful family. And, these are the families that are impacted. The intact families are the ones that are most negatively impacted in the black community. The best of us are being taken out by the worst of us. I continue to say this. Nuclear family, man, woman, 3 children, all smiles, all healthy. I mean, they eating good. You can tell they eating good. And for their oldest son, their eldest son, to be taken out by these super gremlins on demon time is absolutely heartbreaking. And you have to think, how is this going to affect the two younger boys? Them seeing this violence, seeing this level of violence. Would it make them want to get retaliation, spin the block, get revenge? How is this going to affect these two, this couple's marriage? Is it going to break up this home? These are things, the unaccounted for consequences of this violence that nobody speaks about. But a death like this in the family, your oldest son has the ability, and I hope this is not what happens. It looks like they're a strong unit, but it has the ability to break up a family. And that is, that would be another tragedy on top of the tragedy that we're already dealing with.
Always caring. He wanted everybody to be okay, and so that was just his attitude.
Kaleb Williams' parents say he was hanging out with friends when he was shot and killed early Sunday morning in the 5000 block of West Maypole Avenue on the city's west side.
When I first got the news, of course, I was numb. The worst thing that a parent wants to get is that phone call at night that something has happened.
Chicago police say shots rang out after there was a verbal altercation between Williams, his 18-year-old friend, and two unknown offenders. The teen's parents say their son and his friend were waiting for a ride home when the two suspects approached them in a vehicle and shot at them. Williams was shot twice in the back and later died at an area hospital. His friend was shot in the arm.
They were all working, so they were there, hanging out. He was with his friends, so enjoying themselves. They were ready to come home, and that's some tragedy happened.
The teen's family says he loved sports and had a passion for music. After graduating high school, he wanted to join the Army Reserves. The family now struggles with the loss.
He loved his brothers, his family, his friends, and he was just an all-around. He was just a good kid.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Jenquavius Jackson, and y'all already know I'm demonetized and shadow banned in this. So if you want to contribute, go to the Cash App, the PayPal, the GoFundMe, or join the Patreon. Also, don't forget to visit the merch store for all your favorite BGZM News 17 gear, including our exclusive Trump is a Blood t-shirt. Go fast before they sell out. They are already flying off the shelves, no cap. And remember, these super gremlins are on demon time.
On a weekend in the Austin neighborhood, and now the parents of an 18-year-old who was gunned down are speaking about their loss.
WGN's Brona Tumulty joins us now from University Park, where the family lives. Brona.
Good evening. Kaleb Williams was just 18 years old. He had one semester left at high school. He planned to join the Army Reserves. All of those dreams shattered early Sunday morning when his family says he was shot twice in the back.
I miss my baby. Miss my baby. It was taken away from me.
Nikita Campbell is talking about the oldest of her three boys, Kaleb Williams, and the phone call she received at her home in University Park early Sunday morning.
You get that middle of the night phone call. You just want to make sure that you don't want to hear that news.
We got this news from his friend.
Police say Kaleb, who was 18, was standing with a friend on the 5000 block of Maypole Avenue in Austin when two strangers approached them. Those suspects, were told, pulled out guns and fired on the teenagers, striking them both. Kaleb was shot twice in the back, his friend once in the arm.
He didn't deserve that. He was hanging out with friends. And he was on his way home, waiting on the Uber, and, car pulled up and started shooting, so it's just...
The family says Kaleb was outgoing and very athletic.
Played football. Younger, he played Little League baseball. We worked on baseball so much.
He loved music as well, and with just one semester to go at Crete Monet High School, had plans to join the Army Reserves.
He was really sick, Mom. I'm gonna be done with school, and I'm gonna do the Army Reserve. I'm gonna serve my country, and he was gonna be this great guy,
Those plans will now never be realized. The family left leaning on each other, coping with the ultimate void.
It's heartbreaking right now, but as we band together and everybody comes together, and you know, family is everything.
Now, police say one person is in custody in relation to Kaleb's shooting and charges are pending. But there were 2 other shootings that night in the same neighbourhood. Around 1:40 a.m, a woman was found in North Lamont with shootings to both arms. She survived, but about an hour later, 6 people were shot in North Lacrosse, and one of those victims passed away from her injuries. We're at University Park. Bernard Tumulty, WGN News.
Cheryl, that's right. And while charges will not bring back their son, Nikita and Joni Campbell are grateful tonight that someone is going to be facing justice in the death of their 18-year-old Kaleb Williams. Prosecutors say that 35-year-old Ortez Owens was arrested Sunday evening, some 14 hours after he allegedly robbed and then fatally shot Williams and shot another 18-year-old. Owens facing first-degree murder charges as well as robbery and firearms charges. Williams' family saying that the popular teen was just hanging out with friends, and that is when he was shot and killed in the 5,000 block of West Maypole Avenue.
I'm so happy and grateful that they worked diligently, worked really hard to catch this guy, so that he can no longer do this to any other, kid or person on the street.
And it looks like they're coming closer together after this tragic incident. Prayers for this family for real. Unfortunately, this story has come across my desk, and we have to cover it. We have to do it justice. We have to reveal the demonic activity going on in the Black community, and just across the U.S. in general. We've got a crime issue, and it hasn't been effectively directly addressed nationwide. But I think starting at these more crime-ridden cities and states, starting with these places, is where the attention needs to go. And hopefully we see President Trump take these actions. But let's see how he handles DC first, and then if that works, bring it over to Chicago. I would not be, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the sequence of events in the next page in this rather tragic and, just heartbreaking story.
I'm glad that justice is done.
For the kids out there, man, look, it's dangerous out there, man. It's scary. Just listen to the people who pour into you.
We had a long conversation there, and of course, completely heartbroken. And they say their son had many interests, including music and sports, but he was particularly dedicated to serving this country. That shooting taking his life was one of 3 that happened on Chicago's West Side within hours on Sunday. Investigators working to figure out if any of these are connected. Rob?
So this is a video of one of the shootings that happened in Chicago this weekend. This isn't the young man who was killed, but it just shows how quickly, how instantly these YNs will run down on you, and how quickly your life can be lost. Viral video going around the net. So I wanted to show this in conclusion. So guys, you have to be careful. Check your surroundings. I wouldn't go live in public like this, especially with no expensive chain on, because these super gremlins are on demon time, and they are in fact hunting for other more successful Black men and women.
Space. We will move our car, whatever car we need, so they can get the space, just let's get the park. So now oh no, we can't do that. No, you just gotta find somewhere else to park. Who the fuck is you talking to? You feel me? Like, who the fuck is you talking to for real, even talking like that? Like, that be the shit, and that's what make a motherfucker be wanting to get into it with y'all, because y'all ain't got no respect. Oh. What's up, bro? What's up? Hell no.
So you said hell nah. Hey man, give it up. At that point, just get a chain up. They got the jump on you. Give it up, bruh.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school,